Hello, welcome to On Trail. We're in beautiful St. Catharines today with Brendan from RiderMTB. So tell me a little bit about your history of mountain biking.
I've been in the mountain biking, it's got to be 30 years. I did a co-op placement at school, and then that snowballed into a job in another bike shop.
Okay.
And then a job in another bike shop.
Right.
And then a long-term job at bike shop.
Okay.
Then some repping in the industry.
Okay.
And then running my own shop, and now doing my own clothing.
Do you have a history in apparel, or how did you sort of pivot into that?
Years and years and years ago, I did do some repping for a clothing brand, but it was like a stock clothing stuff. Red Bull had a series on their channel that was focused on like Hurley and Vans and O'Neill and Billabong, I think. That Hurley story and whatnot kind of struck me. And so within the shop, 6 years ago, I started bringing in my own clothing and trying to work the sizing and find the right manufacturers, the right printing companies that made it look good, that built really good product, right? And then, it was going really, really well. And I started seeing the prices of what was going on out there, and also really wanted to have my own brand. So I saw the price and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna start looking for pants and shorts now. I'm gonna try and sort out gloves. And so over the process of the last 5 years, I've nailed down manufacturers. I found the right products, the right companies that will work with me to make the changes I want, and to run sort of the program I want to do for bike shops. The focus isn't really on making something and putting it out to the world so people buy it online. I'd rather focus on helping shops produce their own sort of private label or custom shop branded stuff that is as good as what's out there, but fully theirs at a price that they can sell that's the same or better than what's out there. With the whole private label thing is I want to be able to, I want the shop to have it be their own brand, right?
Yeah,
I don't want my label isn't on it, nothing is on it. They're just going off the backbone of me designing it, me doing all the legwork to get the right fabrics, the right cuts, like prototyping new designs and new things, right? And I'd rather that shop develop their own program. And their clients don't know where it's coming from.
I love it.
This particular one, the formal dirt, this is the 4th design, and I'm finally at the one that I like. The 2 first fabrics I dealt with were horrible, and they just didn't do the trick. And then the way that it was sort of designed and set up, it just didn't work on the bike. Right? The material that I got just before this was nice, but had this sheen to it, so it kind of felt more like a bowler's look. But this cut, this fit, it's working now.
Because you ride and make the shirts, you're able to bring a prototype in, ride with it for as long as you want. You could ride it once and hate it and it's gone, or hey, I think I like this, so let's try it a few more times.
My manufacturers are changing the cut based on what I want them to do. My main shtick with the whole thing is I've got every one of my jerseys, regardless if it's a regular sort of look, whether it's the race setup I have, or even this. Every single one has been designed to fit like your everyday t-shirt. Comfortable, normal, and easy to get the sizing right. And the same thing happens with gloves. Gloves is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. But I found a manufacturer that their initial product was really good, and then all I had to do is make minor changes to get it to work the way I wanted. I've got people that test everything out for me. I've got reapers all over Ontario that ride the gear. A couple of guys that shred way harder than I ever will as a middle-aged man. So I can't ride my gear as hard as they do. Pants is another one to get the sizing right. Trying to make it work for a lot of people. So my shorts and my pants, I try to keep it true to size. Some people don't like the ratchet system, but it allows me to shrink it for different people. The first version of it was size too big, and so that was the first thing I got back was it's a great pant. Fabric is great, stretches, it's got the water repellent, but it keeps falling off my hand. So, all right, we got to change some things.
Is there a general rule for how long that process takes?
I will ask for fabric samples, and it takes, it's 3-4 weeks for me to get the sample sent out, and then I need to ride it, and then I'll make changes if I need to. The good thing now is I've got the design for the cut pretty much nailed with my manufacturer, so now it's just I want to try a new fabric because I want to achieve this new thing. This year it was I want another fabric or two that has a little bit more airflow. So I have 2 new fabrics I ended up working with, the Kill the Heat and the Holier Than Thou. And one of them, it's great for going over top of body armor because it's just the airflow is immense. But if you wear it without body armor, you might be able to see through it. But it's great for like Southern Ontario heat, really stupid hot days we get. Whereas the Kill the Heat, It's just it's a thinner like spandex and polyester mix.
Okay.
With a little bit of pinhole look to it, so that it flows.
Yeah.
And so that'll probably, between that and the sneaky cotton, that'll be the go-to lightweight items. Yeah.
And how many products do you think you've put out into the world now?
I've had jerseys out for 5-6 years now, right? So there's a lot out there.
What are your top 3?
A lot of the stuff, like in my closet, is my personal one. Like this. When I do a prototype, I do it in a design that is for me. And my tastes are usually pretty out there.
Yeah.
So my closet's probably different than what's out there. But you know, the most popular fabric is the sneaky cotton.
Okay.
Right, which is, it's 5% cotton, the rest is polyester. So it rides like a jersey.
Yeah.
But that little bit of cotton makes it soft.
Yep.
And it still flows, it still breathes, it doesn't get over hot, right? And then I think the most popular design was probably the Have a Nice Ride one, where it was just a big old happy face from the 70s, and it just says Have a Nice Ride underneath.
Simple.
Simple.
But what's coming up?
There's 2 jerseys that just went online, limited edition. I'll never redo it again. I'm about to put on the limited edition run of the new shorts, and then in the fall I'll do a limited edition run of trail pants.
Where can people find out more?
So RiderMTB.ca. Super simple.
Thanks very much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Thanks for visiting with us on trail today. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out ontrail.ca for more details.